So I have your baby. I was stunned. I was devastated. Audience, welcome to the Topaz Room, where Cilvereq says his life views Labrador right overseas. The show's running smooth to family, friends, and those brand new. Hey, welcome to the Topaz Room. Audience, welcome. I'm your host, Cilvereq, earthquake, new day, fresh blessing of life, carefree. Welcome, family and friends, to my channel. So I'm in college, sophomore. Around the same time that year, I got my first ring. But it was definitely one of my toughest times in college. Though I was excelling off the court, got like a 90. Oh, they didn't do grades. They did like what, 1.7? No, oh, that means I'm failing. Excuse that language. 3.7. That was my highest GPA. 3.7. But it was a little bit tough to get on the court. Yes, you're going to be on scholarships, but you got to read the scouting report. And you also got to do the scouting plays of the next player and see their personnel and their weakness. So we're going to play off of that and see how the game plan really rolls out. So this is a year after when I dismembered the crew. Ooh, that sounds kind of grueling. We disbanded the group. That was the one. Had about 15. Disbanded, kept about 4. Spinell, Olivine, Crystal. Then we had Morgan. So 4. Crystal would hang out in the lobby. I'm talking about freshman year where I'll show up and I'll see her. And she was from Philly, so I could be myself, so to speak, and not hold any punches. Neither did she. She told me straight up how she felt. No romantic relationship, just as a friend. But her other friend, I was interested in. She was Lebanese, curvy. So we'd talk every now and then. The second lunchroom, where I get all those wings. Wing Thursday, Crunch, barbecue, hot wings. About a quarter of my semester, that $150 credit card got down to 0, having a whole bunch of candy. Speaking of candy, it was bad for my teeth, but thankfully I didn't have any cavities. So sophomore year shows up. I was staying in this building right here. Moved in with Sand and also Onyx. Lazuli, we'll call her, was the RA. So I walk over to her, be on the first floor, and I'll go visit her. Obviously, whenever my roommates had a visitor, I'll sometimes go over to either Manel's and Olivine's house, or I'll just hang out at Lazuli's house. So we're in the romantic stage where it wasn't official, but it was official that I'll visit her frequently. Just ask her about her day as an RA, and she'll ask me about my day and how I played. And this one particular time, one night, we stayed up late. I stayed up late. We talked about family. And I saw the way that this conversation was going. I didn't like it at all. Now, in the past, I used to have possession of the expiring bowling balls. And at this time, that was my main weapon. Expiring milk, you gotta look at the date and make sure it's not expired, because even if it says expired, you gotta look at the best date. And it'll be a little bit past there, so that means that it'll be good. But it's not as good as when you first purchased the milk. She was in the mood, I was in the mood, kind of, sort of, not really. Talking about family and kids and life. She just said straight up, yeah, so if I want to have your baby. I was stunned. I was devastated. Because I know that the kid's life will be ruined. Now, lusting for somebody is different than actually loving somebody loving their mind, I should say. Love with your mind and not your heart. I had to curb that. Like, I love everything about her. However, I was not gonna get myself in that predicament. I was a sophomore. I didn't even have my car. So all those times that you see me drive my car, I would have been driving around. I don't know, Henry. I would be driving them around and getting formulas and having more responsibility and calling up Lazuli saying, alright, how's my kid doing? Hold up, let me see. Let me do the math here. Let me see. Sophomore. At this current time, he would have been in 3rd grade. 8 years old. Now that would have been cool and all. However, the cash flow, I would have been able to go out. Not saying I was cuffed, but the cash flow would start rolling downhill. And the residual funds will be no more. The dividends will be no more. The stocks wouldn't. Alright, I'm talking financially. Now let's get personal here. I would have had a baby mom. I would have been taking chips. But that didn't happen, audience. So in another life, we could have been complete. That was probably me in the multiverse. Had 1 kid, 1 baby mom, 2 more responsibilities, no more trips, no more solo missions, no more shows. I got 7 problems and my health ain't one. And ever since that time, we haven't had any contact with each other. Went into my junior year, didn't really speak. Went into my senior year, didn't really speak to her. Like with any relationship that I have, I just try to leave on good terms. And that was about it. That's the end of the story, officially. So when I said this one particular night with a lady who's Lebanese, thick, who loves elephant, wanted to keep my seed, I said no, baby, cause their faces could tell it all. I gotta get this off my chest. So, audience, thank you for watching the Topaz Room. Audience, stay tuned from the Topaz Room. Labradorite, no more reruns. Fix my tone and relax. Each time you tell me I need to learn how to relate. Got you. Our next date is at. Now you glowing. Get out of here. You got the keys?